welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'll be sharing with you 3 ways to feel more during the visualization process. Now, many times, and I've explained this before, but we get in life not that which we want, but always who we are being. The main purpose behind visualization is to condition ourselves in the present moment for some experience that we might, quote unquote, not already have. But as we begin to visualize that and feel into it, we condition ourselves for increasing the probabilities of us experiencing what we want. So the purpose then of visualization is not so that we have to get exactly what we visualize, but it's more so to anchor in the feeling of what we want to experience and to make that a part of who we are in the present moment. So then what we can choose to do is understand that the visualization is for the feeling and not for the desired outcome of what we want, but the paradox is that we will see more of a reflection of what we want as we become who we prefer to be. Now the first tip I have for you guys, and it's one that I've also experienced in my life, but it's understanding how our definitions are creating our experience and understanding that if we think that it's hard to feel, that then that'll be our experience. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Once I let go of this definition of thinking that it was hard for me to feel during visualization, it became so much easier. And what I find is that there's a lot of people that also think that it's hard to visualize. Realize that with visualization, if we make it an easy process by defining it as that will be what's reflected back to us. So let go of thinking that visualization is something hard and it will start to become easier. Now, the other tip for this one I have for you guys is learning how to use smiling as a way to feel more happy during the process. Now, realize that when we smile, what we are doing is releasing more serotonin in our body, and that when we do that, what we begin to do is allow ourselves to feel more into the process. And if you have something you're visualizing, maybe a certain experience that you want to have, what you could do is take on the facial expressions of what that is. Maybe it's being excited, surprised, maybe it's looking at someone that you love in a very loving way, so you can kind of soften your eyes in that way. But I found it to be a powerful thing to use expressions in order to get us to anchor in the feeling. And a lot of times if we smile, the brain starts to release serotonin because it thinks it's happy. So we, in a way, can get ourselves to anchor in those feelings by using our facial features. Now the second tip involves the visualization process altogether. Now there's a couple different ways we could go about this, but the one that I found to be the most powerful is during the visualization process to visualize yourself as you're looking through your own eyes doing what you want. Now there's 2 ways. Some people get also good results if they imagine they're in a theater and they're watching a stage and they're on the stage. That can be powerful, but personally for me, I found it to be more powerful and easier to feel into it if the perspective I have is if I was actually there and doing it. Now the brain doesn't know the difference between what it is imagining and what is actually happening. So I find it very powerful for also anchoring in the reference experiences and then also able to feel more into it. So practice around with both of these and see which one is more powerful for you, and then it'll be easier for you to feel into the whole process. Now the third way to feel more during the visualization process is simply to feel more inside of the heart. Now science has shown that the heart is thousands of times more powerful than the head electromagnetically. And if we learn how to feel from the heart, and all we simply have to do this is to put the hands over the heart space and breathe into it, what we can begin to do is increase the feeling inside of our heart. So we can visualize from our head what we want, but then bring it down into our heart with the sensation, even the hands over our heart, and we begin to then anchor in the feeling more. This is powerful for bringing the feeling into the body, and then we make it a much more visceral process. Instead of it being intellectual, it becomes something that we can feel. So applying these three things can give us such a jump start with the process of visualization. Remember that if you simply let go of thinking that the whole process is hard, if you realize that you get in life that who you are being, you can then choose to be how you visualize yourself to be. You can then make a decision that from this point going forward, that is who you are. And from that point, you'll find that you start to feel into it and it becomes a natural part of who you are. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it, share it if you found it of value, and as always, I will see you guys in the next vid. Peace, much love, namaste. Alright, bye.